Van Hollen chairs the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee. Let me ask you, Congressman, do you have the same optimism we'll get a bill to the country by the weekend?
Well, all I can say, Chris, is people are moving very quickly right now. There have been conversations all day today between Democrats and Republicans, between the Congress and the administration, trying to put together something that will get a majority votes. And as soon as that happens, whether it's Thursday, Friday, this weekend, or next week, it will be brought to the floor. Obviously, we want to avoid a repeat of a bill that doesn't get the votes when it comes up for the final tally.
Well, here's one of the points at issue now. It's a question about increasing the amount of insurance we give for people who have money in the bank. Here he is, Barack Obama, talking on that point today.
The current insurance limit of $100,000 was set 28 years ago. It's not been adjusted for inflation. So I've proposed raising this insurance, the FDIC limit, to $250,000, a step that would boost small businesses and make our banking system more secure and help restore confidence by reassuring families that their money is safe. Now, that's just one idea. If there are others that can help shore up the support for this plan and shore up our economy, I encourage all parties, Democrats and Republicans, to offer them. But we must act, and we must act now.
Congressman, are you with him on that, increasing the amount of coverage that we get when we put money in the bank and we have large deposits, big-time deposits?
Yes, I am. I think it's a good idea, and I think it's something that can not just get in the mix. I think that will now be part of any final bill we have. I mean, the question is going to be whether that, combined with other things, can get us there going forward. And I think I do believe that will certainly be a piece of it. John McCain came on board with that idea after Barack Obama talked about it this morning, and that's going to be helpful. You know, John McCain is the one who said he had rounded up the House Republicans. Tom DeLay says you got to start with the House Republicans. John McCain, went over there, and he announced that he had gotten that group together, and then when time came to vote, they just weren't there.
Okay, to get this thing passed by Friday afternoon, we need 12 people from either party. Do you think the Democrats are asking the Republicans to come up with all 12? Or are you going to kick in some new members you're going to drag into this bailout bill?
Well, look, we're going to work again with both sides to try and put together something that can pick up more votes. I mean, the problem is if you make changes that are supported strongly by one side but not by the other, then you have a problem in the Senate and possibly with the White House.
Well, here's an easy way to do it. Do the FDIC, like we just talked about, which doesn't offend anybody, I don't think. Then bring in some extended unemployment coverage, which helps the Democratic labor types out there, but doesn't offend the Republicans too much. Can't you pull this thing together? I mean, I'm just looking at the old ways of doing things.
Well, no, Chris, those are two ideas that are definitely on the table, part of the discussion. The Democrats, as you know, in the House also passed a economic recovery plan last week. It did not get a lot of attention given the hullabaloo on all the other issues, but the fact of the matter is we proposed a $60 billion stimulus package because our idea is let's not just stop the bleeding from the credit crunch from Wall Street onto Main Street. Let's actually give a boost to the economy. We wanted that money to be invested primarily in infrastructure, building our bridges, roads, getting our transit up and running again. And that would have not just, boosted the economy and also would at the same time gotten a lot of people back to work in the process.
Well, maybe you should have done a $700 billion bill like that instead of this one. We wouldn't be arguing about this one. If the federal government had that much investment out there, everybody would be working. Wouldn't they?
Well, you know, and one of our great disappointments was the Bush administration, while it said it wanted to help, protect, Wall Street originally with their $700 billion plan that we had to make dramatic changes to, said no when it came to our proposal to try and spur jobs in the transportation and other infrastructure sector. I think it's also important for people to know.
Bailout's a terrible word. I agree with Congressman DeLay. Infrastructure's got to be one of the worst words in American history. It's a nice long word. Why don't you say renewal, jobs, build stuff, something new? I mean, bridges and roads sounds better than infrastructure. God, you got to beat that word to death.
You're right. I mean, it's a shorthand, but you're absolutely right. Look, we got problems with congestion that hurts consumers, hurts businesses. We need to get this country moving again.
Okay, I think we got to bring back Robert Moses and start building big stuff again with lots of labor guys going to work again. Thank you very much, U.S. Congressman Chris Van Hollen. Coming up.